developing at this hour. Deputies are investigating a deadly shooting in Deerfield Beach.
And that's where 3 people came under fire. 1 did not make it. And Local 10's Madeline Wright is live at that scene with the latest. Madeline, we understand that the SWAT teams were involved in this as well?
That's right. BSO didn't explain exactly why the SWAT team was involved, but they did bring a large truck with a huge metal rod attached to the front that's used for ramming into doors and windows. So it's possible that truck was here and was used to gain access to this gray house on the corner that detectives have been focusing on for the last several hours as they search for a suspect and a motive. In the driveway of this house, you can see there are several orange and yellow evidence markers on the ground, along with a jack for lifting cars and a blue car that's riddled with bullets. Hours after a triple shooting, heavily armed deputies with the SWAT team rolled into the crime scene. From Sky 10, you can see an orange arrow marking the spot where a man was fatally shot. 2 other people were injured.
It was more like a, pop, 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 pop.
The sound of the gunfire woke this man up around 2 o'clock this morning.
It sounded like it was, like I said, a barrage.
The bullets went flying at the corner of Northeast 40th Street and Northeast 5th Terrace in Deerfield Beach. BSO Fire Rescue transported 1 gunshot victim to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The other victims survived the shooting and took themselves to the hospital for treatment. The killer took off.
To hit 3 people, and 1 is now deceased. It's bad.
BSO has not identified the victims. This man, Wilbert Gordon, drove to the crime scene seeking answers. He fears one of the victims is his boss, Crane, who stays at a house near where the shooting happened.
He's not answering the phone, and that's not him. He answers the phone every time I call.
Detectives placed evidence markers next to a pair of white Nike slides and several shell casings on the ground. They put the evidence into brown bags. The shooting has people who live in the area rattled.
It's very dangerous. I am afraid about my neighborhood.
Back live, BSO has not released any information on the circumstances that led to the shooting, whether it was a drive-by or an ambush type situation. If you have any info on the identity or whereabouts of the killer, call Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. Live in Deerfield Beach, Madeline Wright, Local 10 News.